Hello and welcome to the Kingdom of Gondor campaign. I am Gone with Gandalf, and you are now welcomed to this episode, and we're on the 56th turn, which means we're about 5 turns from the Barracks event, so hopefully we can make it there in this episode. Now, we're going to be attacked probably by 1 or 2 of these armies up here. One of them is headed by Leofric the Bowed, and I don't think they have any Nazgul apart from him currently out and about. The rest have been killed recently. And they do have several armies over here by the Black Gate, but they have been there for a few turns. I don't expect them to move. The only issue is if they decide to come down here to the south, which is actually why I am not going to attack Cirith Ungol. I expect that there's probably... yeah, I don't want to be juggling between the two just yet. Plus, they still haven't... repaired it. So that either means that they've got no money to do so, or they're building other things. Now down here in the south we've got Hirluin, and he's got some forces here. We're going to bait them into attacking us, so then we're going to take Territorial. However, the Variags have got more troops just down here. They could actually attack us even this over the course of the end turn. But I think we'd beat them with this army, not of course with that one. But what we should really do is send them reinforcements, because what I've got in mind is that once we take Territorial, we may have to defend against Warlord Orash over there. He might come for us. But then we also want to take Ostithil and Harthanur over here. So what we're probably going to want to do is pull out particularly those Spearmen, Lebanon Marines and Amphalas Pikemen, and we're going to go with Ohtar here, and he's going to take all those Spearmen and Archers, and he's going to go for Ostithil, and then maybe make a dash as well for Hardanur, because if we can just hold them back here, that'll be fantastic, and then this region here will be completely safe and should start making us money. And now as I pan over this way, we're still waiting for a Corsair invasion. I don't know what's going on with that, but I mean, I might have just jinxed it. Then over here, I'm just going to be waiting for some more troops to arrive for Hirluin, and then we're going to try and knock Isengard out of the game. So a lot of things now are going to be in kind of preparation for the Barracks event, and now that we've got this fiefdom waystation, by the way, we can presumably like retrain these faster. It's kind of hard to tell how much faster, but it's definitely faster because now we can actually retrain Ithilien Rangers. Like, look, we can retrain both of these. That's like a unit in there, despite the fact that there's 3 turns until... oh, I don't know. I did not explain that very well at all. But anyway, just disregard what I just said. I mean, I suppose the real test would be if I put those in there. But we've got 2,000 gold coins left. Now, I'm going to save that for the next turn because no, I'm not. I'm lying. I'm going to put that all in like so. Oh, no. Hold on. I want to get these Territorial Guardsmen. Oh, if we could get those Lebanon Marines as well, that would be absolutely fantastic. Because what I'd... oh, yeah, we can pay. Yeah, so what I'd really want are some Spearmen, because I think we are going to come to blows with that army. And we do have a spy there, but we're not going to use it anyway. But before I go any further... in the very first episode of this campaign, someone called Bibby... was it Bibby Crash? Sorry, someone with the username Bibby Crast commented and said, you can get improved tax rate from governors if you whack up the tax rate to very high on the turn that a building is set to complete. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to test. Obviously, you can't do it in castles because you can't do that. So I'm just gonna have a quick look around if there's anything that is okay. So here as well. Of course, I will definitely have to make sure that I then undo this because we're losing population. But if that is how it works, then that is definitely worth doing. So I'm always willing to listen to any of your guys' suggestions. Now, I have kind of heard that sort of thing before. I've just never really gone through the trouble of doing it myself. So, Bibby, if you ever do make it to this point in the series, know that your your suggestion has been heard. And then the final bit of admin work for this very first turn is that the Woodland Realm campaign, some of you watch it, some of you don't, that's fine. I've kind of rushed through the last 20 turns to try and get it to a point where I can consider it finished. The final episode is going to come on Friday, and that's going to be like a regular episode, if you like. But it's mainly going to focus on me kind of finishing up the final. It's going to have like a bit of a one-on-one against Saruman with Thranduil. And it's going to be a resounding success, I'm sure, for the campaign, and it's going to come to a poignant end, and I'll be happy. But the reason I'm bringing it up as well is that I will be obviously I will be starting another campaign then, probably from next week. And I'm open to suggestions, of course. If there's like an overwhelming amount of people all asking for the same faction, then sure, I'll definitely like consider doing that. Although I've got a couple of factions in mind. I don't want to say what they are, because I'm more interested to see, like, as a blank page, what you guys think. Alright, well, that's all out of the way. I'm going to end turn. Well, this is working exactly as planned. Oh, you silly fools, you silly fools. I can't remember what they even have in there, though. Yeah, so they've got the General, who once... one more time, because I don't think we've really fought against them many times. But they have a 6 missile attack. I'm fairly sure that is the one that is effective against armor. And they are like semi-barded or whatever. So they are pretty good on the charge, despite the fact that they've only got 5 charge bonus. Very solid unit. And 8 attack, 10 defense, sorry. And then they've just got their rubbish units over here. Now, our reinforcements will come from the edge of the map. So these guys are going to have to run. But we should win. Break their will. As always, when you fight, when your enemy sallies forth, you get no time to prepare. But this is actually pretty decent. It's really not bad. We're actually coming from the right side. I was kind of thinking that they were going to come from over there, but this is much better. But we do need to get out of here. The horsemen we'll probably just use to screen our men should they come out for us, but it doesn't look like they are. Oh, they actually have kind of charged at us. Well, our general absolutely smashed them because they're very poor. 6 attack, 10 defense rather, and they did take a few down actually in the charge. Oh my days, they took quite a lot. Probably because we got stuck on this rock or something. I'm going to set my spearmen up once again in loose formation. They look like they're coming for a head-on charge over there, but I mean, what can they really hope to do? Let's give them a volley. Give them a volley. And our general has won over there. Now he needs to hurry on and run back. And now stop firing. Stop firing. Why are you firing? Don't even bother. Now the loose formation, once again, it is very useful. Oh, we're getting shot over there. It's very useful because it negates the charge of the cavalry. It's like when they punch in, they'll only attack like 2 or 3 soldiers. So that's really good. And then, of course, after they stop, then we've got our spearmen here ready to just absolutely wreck him. Now, speaking of getting wrecked, our cavalry just got wrecked by all of those archers. And indeed, the Variag nobles are quite good because they are armor piercing. But unfortunately, we're just going to have to take it. Well, we do have fire at will on, of course, as I said. Is there any point in shooting the Variag nobles? No, they've got 12 defense. They do, but just shoot the step archers, I suppose. And what's the defense of those guys looking? Oh, it's pretty high. No point doing anything about that. So Well, this general, you could maybe... I think the Variag nobles do have skirmish mode, so actually going against them isn't the best idea. Lamadin clansmen, though. Ooh, if you could come and sort these Nobad warriors out, that'd be pretty good. Coming in with a swift charge in the back from the Lamadin clansmen. They really are maybe my favourite... Oh, that was a bit laggy. They are maybe my favourite unit in the Gondor roster, at least so far. I mean, I haven't really played around with the other ones. Oh, those Variag nobles are kind of coming at me, at my cavalry. They're definitely coming for the cavalry. Cavalry. If they could just get, yeah, they're definitely trying to do something. Right, General, you're gonna go over there, and well, that does give our cavalry now free reign to kind of go after them, or them archers. So you go there, and the other one, you go back there. But I think one of the units that I'm really going to look forward to using are the Osgiliath units, like Osgiliath veterans and Osgiliath guards of Osgiliath. I think that's what they're called. They're like a halberd unit. And the Osgiliath veterans, they're kind of like a hybrid unit. So you've got a very solid sword and board unit as well as an arch unit. I think they have 6 missile attack, which is equal to Ithilien Rangers. They just have lesser range and accuracy. But all in all, they're like a better unit, you could say. And actually, if I'm not mistaken... it's just the general here that we're waiting for to die. If I'm not mistaken, Boromir is actually going to be having Osgiliath veterans as his bodyguard in the next version. So in version 5, he will no longer have the Wardens of the White Tower. He will have Osgiliath veterans. I heard that from Galu in one of his videos quite a while back. I don't know if it was the developer diary. I can't remember anymore. But solid kills all round. And Lamadin clansmen 42. Oh, they're just so cool. So we did actually take Territoros, and we could use another general. Where is this? Tarnost. Oh, we've got another guy in there. We could even get Amrothian squires now. Oh, it's been a while. You get 1 unit every 17 turns. Jesus Christ. Hopefully that improves after the Barracks event. Who knows? And so, which one just came in? Dordir. In fact, they're both pretty good. I mean, it doesn't really matter. One of you, you're going to come in this direction. Dordir, that is what you're going to be doing. And it's a bit of a... Yeah, there's no point in you staying in Tarnost, because it's not very useful for you to be there at all. Right then, Territoros. They don't massively like us. They don't massively hate us, though, either. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. But anyway, Dunedain, 41%. That's pretty good. Anything in here that we can't use? No, it all looks pretty standard. Nice that the Master Mason's Hall is there. That's probably built by the Amrothians, because I think they got this in the Turn 1 auto expansion. Now, I think what we should then do is just make it a castle immediately. Make it a castle, and it will be exceptionally useful. I didn't actually see what happen over there, but we are making 8,000 gold coins per turn. Oh, and that is something else I remembered to do. You're moving to sell map information, aren't you? Oh, and there it is. Right, so some of you were a bit astounded by the fact that I got 4,000 in the last one, or from Lothlorien for map information. Now we've got a few extra regions, or one maybe. How about 5,000? Let's up it up. Let's up it up 20%. Like, look at all that influence he got. Scholars follow this man, seeking to quote his highly influential statements and musings. He's probably going like, we've got some, like, our map. You want to see it, mate. And... oh, wait. Oh, see? Look, it's balanced. It's balanced. I could even flog trade rights, I suppose, but we're not. Oh my god. We're just fleecing. Oh, it's just accepted. I thought next time we're getting 6. Right, who else has got money? I wonder if the Anduin Vale like us enough. I don't know if they even hold all this. Judging by all the devastation there, they've been screwed. But marriage celebrations and a whole heap of stuff. Oh, and so we built these things. Did we get any? No. Oh, Brandir. Where did you come? Oh, you're in Durwath. Oh, that's a shame. Right. Well, let's turn these taxes all the way back down because we do want growing populations. And Calembel and Serelond. Excellent. Right, and Serelond actually... Oh, yeah, look at that. Pinat Cavalry, yeah. However, I'm first going to get to Master Masons. Because 4 turns... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that Pinat Cavalry, we don't like need it right now, and it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, so it doesn't really matter if I get it now or not. And Minas Tirith got mines that gives, like, some money. I think it was because it was fairly cheap. Yeah, even the upgraded one doesn't cost that much. So, what else? How about... There's nothing here that really takes, like, 4 turns only. I don't think a Merchant's Wharf gives that much. It gives 150 gold coins for 3.3k. That's not fantastic. How much does... Chicken farming gives 40. How much does this give? Right, we're going to go with communal farming then. They cost the same. Like, I'm not really massively keen on farmhand pikemen anymore. Like, I'm not playing as Bree. And Calembel then did get the Master Mason's Hall. Now... Here, it could be a good idea. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get the chicken farming here. That could be good. Just get that 0.5%. And then, you know, by the time that's done, we'll have maybe enough population to actually grow that settlement. And Goblins of Moria, how are they so bloody good. Right, so with those guys coming, that's going to be fantastic. So, oh yeah, we've got the spy. I already mentioned that one, didn't I? So, Maldathar. Move this way. I just want to see how the Nur. Look at that. There's no one there. They've got 2 units. Or they've got another one there, but they've only got 2 in there, right? Well, we shouldn't need a whole lot to go and kill them, then, should we? I'll tell you what. Let's. I'm gonna merge. Yeah. Oh, did I just? Oh, I lost that unit now. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Well, 73 of you go in there, and all of the Archer Militia, they're going to go in there. Turlin's going to stay in there, and he will need another unit, I think. Yeah, so we'll just put those in there, and I think I'll also give... I don't really want to give the Lebanon Marines. I'll give them a Territorial Guardsman, the one that doesn't have experience. And these men, they're going to go on a hostile mission to take Harad the Nur. Now, we have no idea if they've got something over here, but like the men that we've got at our disposal here, we've got 1, like 2, 3.5 units of spears. We've got this guy for cavalry. We've got a decent archer unit to handle with their archers. Also, we've got some cavalry militia. Now, if we can take that region, then we can definitely hold it. Because, you know, how towers of settlements are. It's very easy to hold on to some. And also, check this out. Tom Amroth have actually captured Barad Harn. So we were actually right not to go in that direction. And they are sending more units over there, which is fantastic. Although the Isle of Tolpalas is still held by the enemy. But if we can just take these guys out. Oh, they do have these over here. Oh, and yeah, we also got attacked over here. But look at that, there's nothing there. I'll tell you what, let's just sally out now and defeat them. I think we might actually be able to defeat this army. Yeah, let's give it a whirl. Well, I wasn't actually going to do this, but given the fact that, well, we've taken a sufficient amount of them already down. 2/3 in fact. It's just really the Nazgul over there. Now, the issue is that there is going to... Oh my god, where the hell did they come from? They've got that very large army coming out as well after this. And that could pose a real threat. Actually, don't go on that side because we're going to get shot from over here by... yeah, this might not have been the best idea given how little time we have left. But there's a very large army that is currently in the Dagorlad, which I'm sure will be aching to come and fight us. So it's important that we deal with this army and then have a chance to retrain afterwards. Because if we don't, then that could obviously spell disaster. Now, we don't have any cavalry either, which makes this a real pain. But Forlong, I think you're probably good enough to kill the Nazgul. So if you take 9 off that, 12 attack, 13 defense, and he's like 10 and 22, I think he'd be okay. And Faramir as well, we're going to send him over there. Now the Marauders should go down to our spears. Yeah, he can't really go out that way. He's just going to get shot. And, oh my god, he's down to 55. Oh, and he's actually been bloodied up. I don't know if this is going to work. The Temple Marksmen are engaged, as are the Orc Archers. Right, the Nazgul probably isn't going to die. We are going to hopefully not lose the Sally out battle. I don't know how it really goes. But if we can just get these guys to rout, that would be fantastic. Ithilien Rangers, come on, come on, come on. Everyone just pile on in there. Use leadership. Like their army is completely crushed. If we don't have the time, they will definitely call off the siege. Oh, there it goes. Oh, just too late. Just too late.
Only death claims any victory on this field today.
It probably wasn't the best idea, but we do have Territorial Guardsmen, and indeed we do have Ithilien Rangers still. So it's not the end of the world. Well, this should be interesting. Let's have a look at what it looks like. Oh, God. See, I thought that we would be... Yeah, I should have just stayed in the Citadel. However, if we do get attacked by that army as well, like, he's going to go. Yeah, he's not going to hang around at all. So, if and when we get attacked by that army, we can just sally out again. We've still got archers here. We'll do solid damage to them, and then if they attack us, we'll have the spearmen there, and we'll do it all over again. The fact that they've not got a general as well, that will definitely help us. It's just, now that has hurt us if there's another coming down here, which is not. But if there's one coming from over there, that could prove bad. But I need to keep this spy here just to keep an eye out on there. What we really want to do, of course, is beat them back to a sufficient point. If we can wipe both of these out, then what I'd like to do is send an army. It doesn't need to be a very good one. Just a big enough one for them not to sally out against us, just to siege the Black Gate, and then they'll be trapped there. That's what I'd like to do, just totally bypass Gelebrin. But someone will have to go after, like, ooh.
Marching to war.
Hey, there we go. Right, let's kill him.
Give them no quarter this day, men.
Nice, nice, nice. Yes, and I wonder if the Cav can make it back. They can. Excellent. Because that army's got a job to do. Now, also, as I was doing that, I think Iorthon needs to get the hell out of here. I think he's going to be the guy that's going to go on up over there. He's probably going to have to fight one army along the way, because they're probably going to send another. So, what's in here? Could he take all of that out? I mean, I reckon he could. I think he could, but let's just play it safe. So, give him the spears and then go and do it.
Slay them! Don't let them any further!
Hopefully we wipe them out, wipe them out, wipe them out. Nice, we've got them. Like, you know, once these run away. 91%, excellent. How's that heroic? I'd say the spearmen were pretty good there.
Remember it as the
enemy.
Okie dokie. Well, we got him out of there. And smashed that army. Now, of course, Minas Morgul is going to be attacked there. And also, the reason I didn't attack Captain Lungaz last turn is because if we attacked that, of course we'd go in with this full force. They're likely to run away. Now, once they run away, they'd like either go into the settlement. They'd probably go into the settlement. But then where we'd have been stuck there, because we would have been in that zone of control. Right, but those Gondor spearmen, they can go back in there. And Iorthon, well, you go in here. And perhaps you should just go now north. I don't know. Depends how this army over here does. Have we already moved you? Yes, we have. Right, so now let's just look into construction. Now, there's that army over there of Isengard that's kind of looking over the bridge. Now, I would attack that if it was on the plain, but it isn't. Because Hirluin is probably itching for a fight, to be honest. And this is just such a rubbish region. This is 285 gold coins. Obviously, there's a lot of corruption here. But even so, I don't really want to waste the money on roads around here. But roads here would be very good. I think that's the next thing to put in there. But again, with the 4 turns or so to the Barracks event in mind, I'm going to put in a Master Mason's Hall into Western Osgiliath. So that takes exactly 4 turns. Just so that we can then instantly, once that's done, we'll be ready to build barracks. I think that's probably what I'm going to go for first. Although the archery range there would be very good, because then I'm pretty sure that's where you get Osgiliath veterans. And we would have great need for them. And then over here, how about you just get some stables? I think that's pretty good. Although the fiefdom waystation does seem very good. Like, look at that. Oh my days. How about if we put you in there? Can we retrain both of you?
By your command.
Oh my days, that's insane. Oh my word. I should have got one in Minas Morgul. I'll tell you what, let's put it in now. 3 turns and then we'll get it. I mean, it won't be 3 turns because we're probably going to get attacked. But once that's done, we can then retrain Lamadan Clansmen, Blackroot Vale Archers, Lebene Marines, and the Anfalas Pikemen. Just like that. That would be amazing.
Ready your weapons.
I should have maybe got that a bit sooner. But anyway, well, now we know. So the remainder of that money then. Of course, we're retraining these units here. Weirdly enough, we can't retrain our infantry over here, but I think we'll be fine against Captain Arthrug. Well, I can't believe how good that is. Of course, there's no point in actually retraining Faramir either. He's somewhat going to replenish over the end turn. So it's kind of a waste. But stables over here, then hopefully then in the when the barracks event kicks in, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get stables here. So we get some of that, some of those Gondor Cavalry, is it? Gondor Cavalry, yeah. So this is where we're going to recruit them first off. Now, they're not amazing, but, you know, we'll use what we've got. And we've already got barracks here. But I think if we get an archery range here as well, I think this is one of the regions where you can get Osgiliath veterans as well. Yeah. So we'll get an archery range then in Minas Tirith. And then in Western Osgiliath, I'll just get a barracks. So that way, we've got all of our bases covered in these 3 regions once that occurs. But I'd really want to smash into Mordor before really like the 70th turn. Because at that point, then they start churning out, you know, Black Uruks, which are like 9 attack, 16 defense. And then I brought out those 2 spear units from Banyulond, moving them to Territoros because I kind of forgot about them. Just so we've got those spears coming over here to help out with that large army should they attack. And yeah, we're just ready for the next turn. This is going to be a good one, I think. Well, judging by the noises that were there, we've just had 2 settlements besieged, although I already know which ones they are. They are Cair Andros and Minas Morgul. But looking at this, there's nothing really to worry about. I do hope that they actually attack us, but we'll give them a few turns because it is far easier for me to wipe them out if they actually attack us. But I'll give them a couple of turns max. If not, then we'll go in and wipe them. Right, and those 3 armies are still there. That's incredible. But of course, here we've got this army. Now, if we can wipe this out, we'll have a clear shot to go up north. So we can go north or we can go south for Ostithil. These are the questions. Now, Emyn Muil is actually held by Mordor, so going for Gelebrin isn't a good idea because it won't achieve anything. Because if you just take that and then go for Morannon, well, they'll just come from Emyn Muil. I think right now I just need to be patient. It's very easy to want to, like, you know, I kind of want to rush in there and sort them out, but you have to be quite cautious. Now, what do they have in there? Oh, very little indeed. I'll tell you what, let's just do the same thing again. Let's go like that. Attack. Oh, that's going to take so long. It shouldn't really matter though, should it? Can they? Oh, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. We may lose that general. Oh dear. They got these 2 big armies over here. But oh, look at that! Dol Amroth have come to help. Celefarn. Oh, he's got a very edgy looking rangery appearance there. Of course, they don't get any ranger generals. But they are still holding on over here. And oh, look at that! Look at that! They're besieging the Isle of Tolflas. Very good to see. And Angmar have attacked Ered Luin. I think Ered Luin in this campaign is actually at war with the High Elves because they accepted the rings, went neutral, and then decided to attack the Pointy Ears. So let's just have a quick look-see. Yep. Very interesting. Our relations with them are poor. Or both of them. Well, I'm hoping that the elves win. Right, Hisaya Thor, you're going to be the replacement if Hanon should have an oopsie. Look at that, we're most advanced. In terms of production, 51% in the military. Which means that effectively, for every 1 unit that we have, Mordor has 2. Although, to be honest, that's mostly being held in the Valley of Udun. Construction complete then. Kirithiar got land clearance. Oh yeah, this place does have a potential for a silver mine, but you know, I don't think we're quite there just yet. How about some dirt paths? That way, swear moving so many troops around there, that would definitely aid us. Faction announcements, another family member. And stables, 2 turns till we get them in Daragrondos. I don't know if Gondor Cavalry, like the 2nd tiered stables, would be that useful out there, but because they're not very good for charging. And Enedwaith and Isengard don't really have much in the way of cavalry. And the cavalry that they do have, Isengard that is, has a bonus against cavalry. Right, well, I'm just going to sally out against this off camera. I'm not going to come out beyond the walls this time. That was a foolish mistake.
Break their will.
Right, well, this turn literally took an hour. I'm not even exaggerating. So many crashes. But I have managed to resolve all of them. But anyway, Captain General Boromir, Liberator of Minas Ithil, has been attacked by Captain... what was your name? Agorolg. And you come with a pile of trash. I'm not even going to dignify this episode by showing this awful.
Let them have it, man.
And there we have it. Heroic okay. 89 men were lost. And we wiped out an army of over 1,020 kills for Boromir. Oh my... That is... Wow. That is definitely the biggest amount of kills that I've seen on any unit for quite a while. I know that they are just, like, trash units, but that's still impressive. Oh, and canned you stupid baggers. Yeah, let's go and take this settlement.
Don't let them any further.
Yeah, this is definitely how I imagined the last battle to be like, where our reinforcements are very far away. Oh god. Go into loose formation and just run, and run. And hold on, let's just go a bit slower. You guys, you also need to run. You need to run, and cavalry. It might be better just to send him into melee with these steppe tribesmen. Because, oh my days. There's like nothing we can do. Those cavalry need to get over here as fast as possible. Because he seems like he's okay at the moment. But, yeah, he should be able to beat all these, I hope. But the fact that he's right there at the front means that... Oh, no. No, he's not. He's not. I was looking at the wrong guy. He is not even touched yet, so I think he'll be okay. How's it looking over here, then? Yeah, that cavalry unit is coming straight for us. I wonder if they're going to charge. I wonder. Let's set these guys up there to... No, they're not going to. Okay. So... You fellas, you go like so, and the cab, you're going to save the general. Throw your javelins. Throw your javelins at that guy there. Throw them. Throw them. We need a full volley. We need a full volley if we're going to beat these guys, because our arrows probably won't kill too many. Oh, they're going out of range. How's it looking over here? He's still going. He's still going. And the cav are still coming over here. Which one's the general? Oh, that's the general right there. He's been hit a few times, but he's only up against 2 men, so I think he'll be okay. And there are only 18 left. Only 18 left of the general's bodyguard. So if you guys can, like, pick yourselves up, literally, and throw. And hopefully then, once the cav get over here, they can smash these steppe tribes. Do not die! Do not die, you idiot. Right. Throw your javelins. Just go fire at will. There's no one else to throw. Oh dear. Okay, we're not everyone's throwing, but a few of them are, and they take one more down. And another one goes down to the archer fire, which is pretty good even. Right, come on, cavalry. Why are you so slow? You're so slow. We need to save the general's bodyguard. Right, in we come. Solid. Solid as can be. They're wavering. Will they run? They're not going to run. But I think we have saved the general. He was somewhere over here, so he's probably fine now. And now they're definitely going to run. Oh, astonishing. What a W. Yeah, so we're out of ammunition. And he probably isn't going to come and attack us.
Taken control of the city.
Well, they've come to try and kill our archers. Little do they know that we've got some spears on hand. Go on, men. Have him. And down he goes. Excellent. That started out really badly, I'm not gonna lie, and we lost 69 men. Hanon did well. And for that successful acquisition, he gets a bride, and look at that! Gondorian splendor. We've finally grown to a point where we get to see that. Nice one, lads. And end of turn report, we made Moolah #1 in terms of production, and look at that, now we're only 53%, whereas before we were 51%, or rather, like, basically we've improved. Or rather, Mordor have lost a few men along the way, chiefly over here. How did they... Oh, this is the same army. Do you know, it was literally an hour ago since I fought that battle. or over an hour ago. Oh my god. Yeah, just I had issues with first Audacity was crashing, then Streamlabs crashed, and then finally when I fixed both of those things, I had a crash in this campaign. There was some rebel army or something that was causing a crash, sieging a settlement. Now I think that's just because if the settlement has a garrison building, and it's to do with the garrison anyway, dying and then being... Yeah, it's something to do with them. Not either completely dying or all of them dying. I can't remember which one it was. Just an FYI, that can happen though. So, we took Hardenur. This is not very Dunedain at all. I think because every starting location for a faction now has their culture-inducing building pre-built into that town. Now, Hardenur is not... if you play as canned, you don't get it. But I think perhaps because this is now part of the Turn 1 auto expansion for canned, if you play as Gondor, then they might get that building in here, which is why it's so heavily Men of the East culture. Because this is Ithilien. Like, historically speaking, this is Gondor. Like, this is properly Gondor. This is all Ithilien all the way here. Lands of the Moon, as opposed to Anorian lands of the Sun. And, yeah, but I think what we should then do is just get that library going. And what else is there? There's a Nomads Guild, which is just their Warriors Guild. Very nice. And there's a mining network. Excellent. So we don't need to even upgrade that. And everything else in here is just fine and dandy. They've even got a Master Mason's Hall, which is fantastic. It's got a ways to grow. I did only occupy it, so I didn't kill anyone in there. And now we can absolutely hold that for time immemorial. Now, the only settlement here is going to be Ostithil. City of the Moon, I think. Or Moon City. Doesn't really. Anyway. But in here, they've only got Candish raiders, so hopefully they do attack us, although I don't know if it is a good thing, because we've got one unit of archers. Oh my days. Yeah, that is... And they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of cavalry archers. Oh god. But construction report then. Anulond, Londgalen, Fanulond all got ports, and look at that money. I've already forgotten who got them. And Fanulond got one. So let's have a look at the money that he's making, or they're making. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. It's like 300, let's say 400 gold is coming from that. So actually, that's pretty substantial. I probably should have got the Master Mason's Hall before I did that. Oh, well, it's done now anyway. Or get it now. Get it now. And Longgallen... That's making pretty nice money. Oh, and I forgot to do the whole tax rate thing. I don't think it massively matters. But, I mean, it's definitely useful. Because that guy said in the comments that I've now forgotten the name of. Which was just like 2 hours ago. 3 hours? Oh my god. Yeah, it's literally 3 hours ago since I started recording. Yeah, so he said about the tax rate. You can get 30% extra tax revenue by doing that trick. But, yeah, that's making like 500 gold coins extra with that shipwright in there. Great roads would be good, but I don't think they give us massive amounts of trade. No, not quite yet. How about, how would you feel about getting some chicken farming? Could get that. I mean, equally a smoking house would be good, but that extra population growth would be good. Now let's have a look at Anulond. It's only making about 200-ish gold, but 200 gold more than we did before, and also there is some unhealthy corruption. But let's get a grain exchange, 2 turns. That's absolutely fantastic. Tarnos got the Amrothian Squires, I forgot about that. But we did put them in, that's fantastic. Now, where would you really be required? You don't have a bonus against mounts or anything. Bonus against Oliphants, though. Interesting. That's not really that useful because we're not fighting any. go in there, and then we'll move you along to Minas Tirith, because we do need cavalry over here. And we just defeated an army here, and now they've come with another one. But if if they carry on coming like they did last time, like, Boromir is such a beast. He killed over 1,000 orcs in that last battle. Absolutely astounding. But I really want to try and get to the Barracks event for this. Oh, look at that. For this episode. It is coming up to about an hour, this episode now. And I don't want to go too much over that, though. So I'm just going to kind of rush over and try and get to the 60th turn. Because it might come in on the 60th turn. I think it can become anywhere between the 60th and the 68th. Right, so I'm just going to finish up clearing up this army. It's very nice of them that they've stayed here.
Let them have it, men.
Pursue
And they are no more.
This is a clear victory.
Excellent. So we've got rid of that army. So, and we even got that extra bit of cash money. Now, I would imagine, because I don't really want to move that spy from this position, I'd like to know what's happening here. I would imagine that we've now cleared out all of the forces over here. And Mordor only has what it has in Mordor. And surely we're going to have... Oh, this is such good expansion. I'm going to give it one more end turn. But first, I am just going to make sure that we're building things in places that we should be. So in fact, let's get to Mason's Hall in Eastern Osgiliath, because like that place hasn't seen any growth in about 1,000 years. And I'm just going to get a smoking house in Karasast, 2 turns there, because we do kind of want to be ready for the Barracks event once it comes. What the hell, I'm just putting a leather tanner in there. And Tarnost, oh, this is going to be a castle, so... Well, it is a castle, but... Alas, though, I'd just rather not spend my money on it. But, oh my god, these fiefdom waystations are really, really fantastic. Look at that. Despite the fact that we've been retraining these for absolutely ages, it doesn't take away from the Ithilien rangers that are in the recruitment pool. That is, like... overpowered, I'd almost say, and I'm a bit gutted I've only just now started getting them, but I'm going to get the rest of these units over here. We need some fodder really to go forward. In fact, just retrain those for the armor, and that'll be that. And Mordor have now got one of their Nazgul back, and I'm quite sad to say that
Ready your weapons.
Ostithil did not come out and attack us, so I'm just going to siege them out. We can't really... I don't really want to do the cheesy strat again, because there's so many horse archers, it'll be really difficult. Despite the fact it's maybe just better just to siege them out. It only takes 6 turns in the grand scheme of things, and once they attack us at the end of that, there'll be nothing left. Now, we've been attacked once again by an army of Mordor. There's no general. I'm not fearing it at all. And look at that. We've got 3 full units of Ithilien Rangers. 4th one on the way. And it's just fantastic. The garrison event should be just around the corner, really. Minas Tirith got communal farming, and I once again forgot about the... I'm not honestly that bothered about the... trying to cheese the traits. Well, it's not really cheesing, it's playing the game, isn't it? I mean, it all is, but it's just the kind of micromanagement level that I'm not really into, because I'll forget, and then, yeah, as we've seen here, I've already forgotten. Now, we could get a public fountains. In fact, I will just put them in, and... because once again, the Barracks event is coming. And once that comes in, I'm going to straight away put in to the queue all those juicy units. And over here, let's get the land clearance. Support would be okay, but it's not massively required. Just get the land clearance there. I think that will be all that is required for now. So, before I go, I'm just going to move these units around here. And it's nice to see Rohan has actually managed to recover in some form. The Gap of Rohan is not held by Rohan yet. And Rohan hasn't come out over here. Now, we haven't massively been able to do anything over here this episode because we just haven't had the troops. But the troops are on their way. And perhaps at some point they will actually make it there as well. So next episode. And once they do, then we will hope to finish off Isengard. And we'll get Hirluin doing something else. And Thor, I'll just pop him in there as well. Now, has Dol Amroth taken that? No, they failed in their siege. But they do have Barad. Now, once the Barracks event does come along, I'll do a toggle fog of war, I think. Of course, I'll aim to not use it in a cheaty way or anything. I'll like put my camera all the way up here and then you can just kind of pan around the map, see how it looks, that kind of thing. Because it's just interesting to see like this is how the world looks prior to this big event that's coming in. And that will definitely happen in the next episode. I've personally, in the previous version, the Barracks event always came in on the exact same turn in every campaign I ever played. And I think that was pretty much the 61st turn. So, unless something's changed, I'd imagine it's going to be the same turn. I know it can become... It should be random, but it's not. At least not for me. So, we will be defeating that army, he says. And we do still have to watch out for Corsair invasions, but right now we're going to try and knock out Khand. We'll have to use the spy to make sure that any region that we do take, say if we take Eastern Gerondor, we need to make sure that it doesn't border a region of Harad. As you can see, Harad actually hold Western Gerondor, so I think, yeah, that would cause us to border them. But I'm pretty sure that region borders Barad, so they're going for Dol Amroth, so we may as well push on through against Khand. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. This has been a real trek, at least for me. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you are excited as I am to finally make it to the next stage of the campaign. And it's really looking pretty good. Watch out for another episode in the meantime. And I'm going with Gandalf. Good day.